Most people don't realize it, but weakness leaks out through tiny habits. You think you're fine. You think you're strong, but everyone around you sees the truth long before you do. Rian, feeling invisible. Rian walked through life believing he was doing everything right. Yet somehow people talked over him, ignored him, and treated him like background noise. He wasn't weak, but he looked weak, and that was enough. Visiting grandfather after another worthless day at work, Rian went to see his grandfather. Not for comfort, for answers. He didn't know the truth would hit harder than anything he expected. Grandfather's harsh truth. The old man didn't sugarcoat a thing. He told Rian plainly that his habits made him look weak. Not his talent, not his character. His habits. That was the slap Rian needed. Habit 1. Rian apologized non-stop for things that weren't his fault, for simply existing, and nothing makes you look weaker than begging for space you already deserve. Habit 2. He hesitated before speaking, not because he lacked ideas, but because he feared judgment. And hesitation screams uncertainty louder than any words. Habit 3. He said yes to everything, not because he was helpful, because he was scared to disappoint people. That isn't kindness. That's fear wearing a mask. Habit 4. Instead of confronting problems, he complained about them. Complaints change nothing. Direct conversation does, but Rian kept choosing the easy way. Habit 5. He waited for permission, for validation, for someone to tell him he was ready. Strong people don't wait. They move. Rian didn't. Habit 6. He let small disrespect slide because he thought ignoring it made him mature. In reality, it trained people to treat him as a doormat. Habit 7. He avoided discomfort like it was danger. Every tough conversation and new challenge scared him off. But comfort never builds strength. Habit 8. He never defined what he wanted. Without direction, he drifted. And people who drift always follow those who don't. Habit 9. His emotions controlled him. Stress closed his mouth. Fear made him quiet. Frustration made him passive. And losing control is the fastest way to look weak. Habit 10. He hid his strengths because he didn't want to look arrogant. But hiding your value only convinces others you don't have any. Realization moment, and for the first time, Rian saw the pattern. His weakness wasn't real. His habits created the illusion, and illusions can be destroyed. First changes the next day. He started small. He stopped apologizing for nothing. He held his ground, and the moment he said he was still speaking, people actually listened. Saying no, then he said no. A clean, firm no. No over-explaining, no fear. And suddenly people backed off because they could sense the shift. New confidence. Rian shared his ideas without shrinking, without hesitating. He wasn't louder. He was clearer, and clarity commands respect. Growth. He took on a challenge he had been avoiding for months. It wasn't easy, but discomfort finally became a signal to move, not run. Respect. People started treating him differently, not because they changed, but because he stopped looking weak. Respect grows where weakness ends. Return to grandfather. When Rian returned to his grandfather, he walked with a posture that needed no explanation. The old man saw it instantly. The habits were changing. So was the man. Strength isn't loud. It's not dramatic. It's built through the small things you do every day. If your habits make you look weak, the world will believe it. Fix the habits, and the weakness disappears.